me!
But they'd work it out.
Mandibles!
One of the things in there that really fits into the whole "fuck it, we'll do what's cool" idea is the decay guy. Every time he uses his power to kill someone, it goes into like a video game cutscene looking thing where the entire world goes dark except for
The
him and
character's
whoever
getting
he's
fucked.
destroying.
It's like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it looks like a finishing move,
Oh, what?
which I suppose it is.
My favorite part was Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Every 10
no
minutes.
other actor could have played this role.
so
it had
bad.
to be Nicolas Cage.
Every 10 minutes, he's maniacally laughing.
I know.
Okay,
it
alright.
was glorious.
Listen, Nicolas Cage
Flamethrower.
is such a bad actor that he's the only one who can play a bad actor so well. Yeah, the movie had terrible acting. I'm sorry. Terrible acting. If you weren't the main
Nicolas
villain,
Cage was amazing.
he was so bad.
This is so good.
But that's what made him good, was he was so bad.
You're gonna question how the hell he won an Academy Award after watching this movie.
Completely question. I mean, most of the Nicolas Cage movies, I question why he's an actor. But it's okay. It's just
I'm looking forward to reading his book.
I want to learn his technique. His technique is twofold. One,
it's go-
whisper every line. Two, scream any line you're not whispering.
and then
That's
whisper
it.
cream
It's
everything
going
else.
to replace Stanislavski. I'm telling you.
Yes.
It's gonna replace him.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
there was
There,
Yeah.
I did have there were a couple problems in it for me, but they were the kind that you don't care about. For example, Ghost Rider does not have good one-liners after he kills someone.
But he does have some good ones. There were some good ones.
Like, didn't he say, I thought he said bye-bye bucko or something really dumb and weird and unplaced. Like, that's how I read his lips as saying it. Because he whispers it. Because, Nicolas Cage whispers.
Yeah.
Alright,
But he has a penis to pee!
He does have a penis to pee.
Bladder to hold it, apparently.
Flamethrower!
So is it like gonorrhea then or something?
Don't know.
The makeup was really good in it.
Yeah.
They did
Another
really-
problem I had is that the best sequence in the movie was at about the halfway point.
But that's the thing. The action starts off really good, and it's like, final battle time, the very beginning of the movie, and then they get away, and you're like, oh, good, I didn't want that to end. And then it gets to the middle, and there's a battle. I'm not gonna give it away. It's awesome. You'll have to see it for yourself.
Yeah, but you're at the edge of your seat like every 10 minutes.
You think it's gonna be over, and it never ends in a good way.
Okay, the problem with it for me
Inception.
was, okay,
First 5
again,
minutes.
we're in the spoilers.
Spoiler section.
In the middle of the movie, he's fighting these guys in a quarry. And there's this huge piece of equipment that I don't know if it even really exists. It looks too awesome to be a real thing.
It's the ground saw.
Yeah, he climbs into, and the whole thing bursts into flames. They show it on the trailers. And he uses it to kill a bunch of people, and then he's talking
They
to
don't
this
show
kid
one
later.
person die, by the way.
They show them bursting into flames.
Well, no, they show this machine flailing and flailing and fighting, and it never seems to hit anyone.
But later he's talking to this kid who's key to the story,
Antichrist.
and saying
Spoiler alert!
telling him that that's the way it works. Whatever the rider's riding changes. But then they only use that one more time in the movie.
They use it 3
I
times.
was expecting the last sequence to be like him jumping into a truck and it going all crazy. Then him like somehow getting into a fucking tank and it going crazy.
Then a wheelchair.
Yeah, a wheelchair, a Segway, him riding on an ostrich. That's what I wanted for my final sequence in this movie, and they didn't give me that. But I don't
They
care
used
much.
it again at least. At
Yeah,
least
they used it again.
showed up again.
Yeah,
And they showed the motorcycle was like its own character.
the motorcycle was pretty bad.
Whenever something bad would happen, its pet little thing would come at it and help it. And the boy in the movie, I don't know his actor's name, really good. Comparing to most children actors, I feel he did pretty well.
The main villain, I thought his
Plus-
performance was really good.
Yeah. Plus, any actor that can puke fire is good in my book.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
You know?
you need to do that to be able to do that to get a SAG card.
Completely.
That's just how it works. You should see what Daniel Day-Lewis can do, man. Holy shit. He vomits swords.
I want to vomit swords. I want to
Um,
grow swords. This one I like.
I have swords inside me.
I want to. I want to have
movie
swords
is just-
everywhere.
This movie's just ridiculous.
It's just pure awesome. I mean, that's all it is. Don't go expecting the filmmaking to be great. Don't go expecting the camera angles or the cinematography or the pacing or the script to be great. But go there expecting awesome.
A fun
And
time.
crazy
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
It,
Yes.
it does what a movie is supposed to do, entertain.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not the greatest writing at all, but you will be on the edge of your seat. You will enjoy it. And yes.
Again,
Very
you have to be in the right mood. If you're not, you'll probably hate it.
Yeah.
It's okay, I hated Titanic.
And if you're
Everyone hated Titanic. The only people that liked Titanic were prepubescent girls.
Hey, The Notebook wasn't that bad.
I've never seen The Notebook.
Good for you.
I don't have a vagina.
Oh, another one. Wrath of the Titans was a trailer.
oh yeah, that was
Wrath of the Titans!
Oh.
And it looked really, really good.
Oh, John
No.
Carpenter.
John Carter! Oh!
Mars.
John Carter was,
Jeez.
no, what the hell was
John
that?
Carter was really cool because I don't know what
Mars.
the fuck it's gonna be.
It's
It's a sci-fi
it's-
adventure.
It's
on
a
Mars.
fantasy book. It's like the first big fantasy series. It was like early 1900s.
Did you notice, like, in Ghost Rider, he kind of took on that, like, Terminator role? Where, like, at
Oh,
one
yeah.
point he's there to save the kid, and then he wants to kill the kid, and then he comes back, but this time as a good guy.
There were a couple of points where his behavior as the rider was weird. Like in the first,
Well, that's Nicolas Cage.
no, in the first fight, the first time he shows up and he fights bad guys, he like gets off his bike and he just stands there for like 30 seconds. He just kind of stands there, kind of tilts his head a little bit to
He
both
does that.
sides.
He does that weird
Well, it's not
like
like he's
bird
gonna
thing
die.
where he just kind of.
Yeah, then he whips out his chains, he kills like 2 guys, and then he starts standing there again.
I think he has a rocket in his chest.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that? Why did grenades fuck him up?
No,
But
shot.
then a bunker buster missile didn't do anything to him.
Oh, that was awesome too. They fired 2 at him, and the only weapon that I thought really seemed to hurt him was a flash grenade. And the flash grenade lands on the ground, and he's just hits him, blows up, and then it's just him
On his back.
He's like laying on his he's on his chest,
Slowly rotating.
Oh, yeah.
slowly rotating, and then he just kind of twitches his head up and looks at the guy, and then like does like. What is that movie called? The Grudge! He like grudges teleports towards the
I think
guy.
you're thinking of the ring.
Whatever, he teleports.
It's all
it's
Japanese
all the
He
same.
horror.
abras that place up.
Anything else to hit on?
Nicolas Cage is amazing.
Nicolas Cage is a
we
god.
Can't, we can't say more than that.
You know, I think what really matters
That
is
last
it was better than The
line.
Room.
Okay, to give you
was
an
better than
example
the room.
of this movie, to summarize it just in a nutshell, the last line of the movie summarizes the movie perfectly. He has the kid there, and the kid he's been dead, but he brings him back to life because he's Nicolas Cage and he can do it because fuck you.
He turns
And he
blue.
brings the kid back to life, and the kid kind of looks at him for a second and says, "Did we win?" He goes, "I'm gonna say yeah." Hell yeah.
Definitely.
That's
man.
it. That's the movie in a nutshell. It's stupid and it's silly, but it's fucking awesome.
Really is.
Yeah, that's it. Go see this movie.
Signing off.
Now we're gonna have
Evil Must.